Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Hopefully, you're all having a great day. Hopefully, you're having a great start to the weekend. What is going on, everyone? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. We are 19 days away from opening day. With opening day coming up, we got some bad news. There's obviously the injury news that came out last night with Gerrit Cole. He is going to go. He's undergoing a diagnostic on his pitching elbow. So he's going to get a diagnostic on his pitching elbow. He is going to get some second opinions. It sounds like he's really worried right now. So just like Luis Hill's injury, just like Giancarlo Stanton's injury, I have already mentally prepared myself to miss, for Gerrit Cole to miss time, perhaps maybe miss a season, depending on what the diagnostic says. But this is concerning. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is concerning. No, I'm not gonna go out and yell and go on these negative rants and go on a rampage. But this is concerning. It is absolutely concerning. No, it's bad enough that Giancarlo Stanton was going to go, was going to be missing out of this lineup. Although, the Yankees, as far as alternatives go, they had other alternatives. They had better options going into 2025. They didn't have Jahmai Jones or JD Davis, right? They didn't have that. It's when Luis Hill, when they said that Luis Hill was shut down and he's probably not going to be, he's going to be gone for 3 months. I'm like, all right, you know what? They could still do fine in the rotation. It's not, the rotation is still going to be good, even if it's Marcus Stroman that's going to have to fill in. And Stroman last night pitched against the Blue Jays. He looked all right. He looked all right. He looked good. But late last night, I get a text from Ace from the Ace Avenue, which is the text injury, and Gerrit Cole undergoing a diagnostic, and I said, no way, man, no way. I was like, you got to be kidding me. And here we, deja vu, right? It was the same thing a year ago. It was the same thing a year ago where, it was last year around this time where Gerrit Cole was having issues with his elbow. Audio issues. Okay. Oh my God. All right. Freaking StreamYard. All right. Hold on. Give me a second. All right, folks, is it better? Let me know if my stream is better now. Audio issues is better. Has it improved? I refreshed it. All right, it's good now. It's StreamYard. I don't know if it's my internet, but there are issues. Every once in a while, I go through this. All right, cool. But yeah, like I was saying before I had to refresh. And shout out to Ace. I see you in the chat, and I'll say what's up. I'll say what's up to everybody momentarily. But yeah, this injury to Cole is now it's a concern. Now it's a concern. I mean, this team is experiencing a lot of injuries. And all right, folks, one more time. Am I good? Am I good? I just want to make sure my audio is good. I do apologize. Let me know if my audio is good, folks. Freezing occasionally, audio cuts out occasionally. Shoot, man. Um, Freaking StreamYard. So frustrating. So frustrating. But JT says panic mode or not yet. There's a little bit of panic, man. I'm not gonna beat around the bush with it. There's definitely a little bit of a panic on my end. I can't speak for everybody else. All right, hold on. Let me do something here with the audio. I don't know what's going on, folks. I do apologize. I am so sorry. Sorry, folks. I just want to make sure. Hold on. Yeah, I turned on some music. You all can't hear it. I did mute it. Is it better? Am I good? Now it's better? Okay, LI saying it's better. Cool. It's okay for the moment. All right. Brad is saying it's better. Okay. I turned on, like I said, I turned on the music. You all can't hear it. I ended up muting it, so it's just gonna be repeating itself, the music. So for some reason when I do that, then the audio issues and other issues get better. Seems better. All right. So folks, again, I absolutely apologize, but let me get my thoughts. Let me say what's up to the chat real quick because there's several of you in here. So let's say what up to Jacob, Ken, Susan, Li. What's up, Li? Mr. Coconuts, Pasty, Cold Italian Pizza. How you doing? How you doing? What's going on? Who else we got? We got Brad in the building. What is up? My boy Ace is in the building. What up, Ace? How's it going? Who else we got? We got JT. We got Steve Schumann. Good to see you. It's been a while. Sean Browning. We got Bryce in the building. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. So, yeah. As far as the news on Cole, there, Sean, he's gonna undergo a diagnostic on his pitching elbow. We're probably not gonna know anything for the next couple of days. All right, so that's what the Yankees are saying. So we're gonna wait on news for Cole. He is worried though, and if he says he's worried, that's not a good sign. So there's a likelihood that he's either gonna miss time or he's gonna miss the season. You know, he had this similar issue a year ago, and he got some PRP injections, and he came back in the middle of June, and he pitched well, right, for the most part. He had some struggles, and I'm going in and out again. Oh my god! All right, hold on, guys. Let me refresh this again. All right, folks. Am I good? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to. I hate to keep doing this, but I want to make sure my audio issues are good. That I'm not cutting out on anybody's end. Wait, hold on. Yo. I'm still live. Are you hearing me right now? I'm on the phone with you right now live. Say what? Are you muted from the stream? Or you hear me? All right, sorry, I was just on the phone with Ace. He was just kind of giving me some tips. I'm actually going to send him the links for him to come on. Yeah, no, I had to. I ended up muting myself. I've been I muted myself. So am I good? Am I all right now? Let me know. Again, folks, I am so sorry. Trust me, I don't like when this happens. Am I good to go now? Hold on, let me send this link. What's up, Jake Boss? Nah, buddy, you didn't miss anything good, man. Except me having audio issues apparently. I had to refresh my page a couple of times just to try and fix this issue. So, but here hopefully I'm good. I know Sean Browning said I'm good. Susan says I'm all right. I think. Am I good, folks? What's going on? All right. Okay, real quick, folks. Looks like I got my boy the Ace Avenue. So you ready to go? He gave me a thumbs up, my man. What up, man?
Yo, what up, bro?
Yo, pretty good. How's the audio? Everything good? Coming in clear?
On my end it sounds good. I know you're doing.
Oh, yo, you muted yourself. Am I good?
Bro, we just all having problems today. Nah, that was me. I knocked my plug out.
All right, all right.
Anytime I try to move my mic closer, sometimes I got to grab the plug from the bottom because sometimes I knock it out. But we just having technical difficulties today.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on. Like I was having the same issues yesterday when I was live with Erica because I noticed she would freeze up, something would happen to me, and I'm like, yo, this is not good. So
Yeah,
it was just an issue in the last couple of days.
it's StreamYard.
So
Sometimes it does that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm transitioning over to OBS. But I know that you're doing the that music trick that I told you about, where you got to lower the have it on loop and stuff like that, because that was messing with audio stuff. It's just stuff that they got to figure out. So
yeah, which reminds me, let me turn on that music. I'll make sure nobody hears it, but um crazy. But yo, yeah, you were the one that sent me the news yesterday, right? About Gerrit Cole.
yeah, I was spreading the news.
Yeah, you were definitely
Unfor-
spreading the news.
Unfortunately, doesn't look like the Yankees will be winning today. Um, yeah, it's bad, bro. I don't know,
It really,
what's
yeah, it really is, man. There's definitely a cause for concern now. Like I was saying earlier in the stream, when I started out, um, it was bad that they lost. That John Carlos Stanton. I mean, at this point, with what he's saying, that the injury to his elbows is highly, like, it's the severity is very high.
yeah.
And I mean, I would not be surprised if the guy needs surgery and he misses the season at this point. When he was not going to be on the roster, I was like, all right, you know what? The Yankees have options. That could be a revolving door. Different players could play that role. They don't have guys like J.D. Davis and Jahmai Jones, right? Um, I was like, all right, they could do fine without him for a little while. Then Luis Hill goes down, right? And I'm like, all right, well, there's a lane for Marcus Stroman. I think this rotation's still going to be fine. I think they'll be fine even without Luis Hill. But now, Gerrit Cole goes down.
Yeah, you're NFE is very
And
NFE
now
is
he's
still
got a
glitching
pitching
on his
elbow.
end.
He's going to get second opinions, but he did say.
Can you hear me, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you.
Yeah, you're very glitching.
I could hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very glitchy on my end. Okay.
Yeah, it's on your side of audio. But basically, what NFE is basically saying is, the injury bug is basically hitting these New York Yankees hard right now. It's tough, man. Initially going in, we thought, first Giancarlo Stanton. Obviously, we were getting, injuries to the bullpen, which is understandable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens. You know what I'm saying? Arms need to be ramped up. Giancarlo Stanton was one thing. Luis Hill was another. But now you losing one of the best pitchers in the game, your ace. Thankfully that we were able to get Max Fried, but our starting rotation looks significantly different without Gerrit Cole. There's no replacing the Gerrit Cole. I'm just gonna put it out there. Like, you might be able to, you can't replace the productivity of Giancarlo Stanton or Gerrit Cole, but the Gerrit Cole one especially hurts because the starting rotation was supposed to be one of our strengths of this season going in, and it's taken two big hits. And keep in mind, Clark Schmidt went down a little bit earlier. You know what I'm saying? We haven't really seen him, but he's since that cranky back, so we don't really know his status. But what looked like his strength now looks like, the Yankees might have to be in a desperate move where do they try to go out and make a panic move and acquire somebody? You know what I'm saying? If Gerrit Cole's not very high on it, but it's the same thing we had, same issues last year. He was out, and missed significant time. We were able to withstand it last year and obviously make it to the World Series. This year's a different story. I don't know if we can withstand the injuries. If Giancarlo Stanton, from what they're saying, is his elbows are very severe from what the updates are saying today. Now the word surgery is getting thrown around. So if he goes under the knife, Gerrit Cole misses significant time because, like, you dealing with these injuries. You're not getting any younger either with him. He did the same shit last year. So can the Yankees withstand this? Especially considering that Hal said that they don't want to spend any more money. I figure we're going to have to at this point. Where do you stand on that? Do you think, like, the whole luxury tax be damned, you kind of have to just go for it at this time? What do you think?
Now, man, I think they have to. They got to do something now. I think they have to go out there and, make a move or two. I mean, I know they're over. I know Hal doesn't want to spend money. I know he wants to stay under a certain amount. He's over the Cohen threshold. But the thing is, though, it's just any money that they spend, it gets taxed, right? So, let's just say if they, and I'm not just bringing his name up to make fun, but if they signed Alex Bregman, that 40 million easily is 80 million right there. You know what I'm saying? So whatever player that they get, they're gonna get taxed. But they should do something though, man. But they have to, at least if not another bat, get a pitcher, get another pitcher. Like I see Eddie Snaps, he's mentioning Sandy Alcantara. I'd be down for him. I wouldn't mind Sandy Alcantara. I mean, if there's a way to get Dylan Cease, maybe you get Dylan Cease. I don't know if he's still available. But even though the Padres said that they're probably going to keep him, but if you make him an offer, that maybe they can get a guy like him. But they got to, they size of a beetle bug says they got to hook up with Seattle. I mean, Seattle has some guys, even though George Kirby, he's been shut down with shoulder issues, but they could go after one of their other pitchers. So there's options out there. I just don't know if the Yankees are gonna explore. I'm not sure. But what do you think? And Alcantara is coming back from TJS. This is true. So
Yeah.
That would be, there is a little bit of risk involved there because the Marlins pitching staff is just in shambles. So,
I,
but
I,
anyway,
I feel like the Sandy move and the Cease move are just, what we usually do as Yankee fans. Like, okay, somebody's down, let's go acquire a great pitcher. That doesn't mean that he's going to get dealt here. And it's going to end up costing you a lot because now teams know that you're desperate. You just missed. Now, if Gerrit Cole misses time, Yankees are now in desperation mode. So we're put in a tough situation. There's no way to sugarcoat it. Like, this sucks,
yeah,
dude. Like, it
it
really
does.
sucks. Like, especially like you had said, less than 20 days away from spring training. This couldn't happen at a worse time. And to lose not just one, but two of your highest paid players, both of these guys are getting paid a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And they're the majority of both of them combined are a good chunk of our salary our payroll, and both of them could be on the shelf for an extended period of time. Where do the Yankees pivot from here? They said they don't want to go spend no money. So I think initially it's probably going to be in-house and see how it pans out. As of right now, I know my guy Li Yankee King is probably a little bit happy. Will Warren, you're up, baby. It's as simple as that. Like, we went from a starting rotation of Gerrit Cole, Max Fried, Luis Hill, Carlos Rodon, Clark Schmidt to now Max Fried, Carlos Rodon, Clark Schmidt, Stroman, and Will Warren. Like, the Yankees are gonna have to ride out this storm. I don't know what the hell is going on. Like, is there something in the water down there? Like, what are these guys doing down there, bro? That we're just like biting that injury bug, man. Like, that thing is kicking our ass right now. But we'll have to see what happens. But as of right now, I don't think the Yankees are going to panic and make any moves like that. They're not going to. I don't expect to see like breaking news: Sandy Alcantara or Dylan Cease or Corbin Burns. I mean, who just signed? Obviously, I'm just throwing names out there.
Yeah.
I don't see breaking news that happening anytime soon. But it goes down, and I say this a lot. You're a Batman fan. I know you're a Batman fan. You got to have those contingency plans, bro. When shit goes awry, you have to have that contingency plans for when stuff goes wrong. We kind of could have survived maybe Giancarlo Stanton going down, but this Gerrit Cole one, that's a guy that's taking the ball once every 5 days. So other guys are going to have to step up. I don't personally, if you ask me, I don't think the Yankees are going to make any moves. I think they're going to ride this out. And obviously, we don't really know the severity of Cole's injuries. We'll see what happens. But the Yankees aren't going to hit that panic button and go acquire a Cease or Alcantara. I don't think so. I just don't see it.
Yeah, I'm like I did with when we were all waiting for Giancarlo Stanton's injury news.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Gerrit Cole. I have already mentally prepared myself for for what the news might be and what the season may look like. I am like far ahead because as soon as that Cole news came out and when you sent that news to me, man, I was just like, I'm mentally preparing myself for this season. I was like, because either this team is going to rise up to the occasion or it's going to be a long freaking season.
Yeah. And if he's cutting out a little bit again, rise to the occasion. I agree.
Yeah.
This team does have the potential to rise to the occasion. We've seen bats like Austin Wells has been very impressive. You know what I'm saying? Offensively, how can you pick up the slack from a Giancarlo Stanton? Guys like Austin Wells step up. You know what I'm saying? A full year of Jazz Chisholm. You can DH the Ben Rice Wells situation. You know what I'm saying? You can survive if he's not gone, but if he's going surgery, he's done for the year. Will we be able to survive, especially obviously as Yankee fans, if we end up making the playoffs? Who's going to step up? We've seen Aaron Judge with the Aaron Judge woes. We've seen other players have success. Who's going to step up? It's going to have to be a team effort. Guys like Cody Bellinger are going to have to carry the slack. There's a reason why we got guys like Paul Goldschmidt as well, to kind of carry the slack. But when it comes to pitching, maybe this might be an opportunity for somebody to step up, like a Will Warren. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a great thing that we didn't trade away Marcus Stroman. I understand he's expensive, and get ready for him to hit that vesting option, because if these pitchers are dropping like flies, Marcus Stroman is getting those innings, and he's getting that extra money. But it's going to be tough, man. It really is. And as the Yankee fans, we can just hope that it's a long season, 162 games. Can we weather the storm in a weaker AL? I'm going to tell you this, with these injuries that happen, if we were in the NL, I'd be very worried. But the fact
Yeah.
that we're in the AL, I think that we could probably weather it, and hopefully these guys don't miss significant time. But Gerrit Cole going for a second opinion is not good, and that shit's happening pretty quickly because it just happened last night. Now he's going for a second opinion rather quickly. Giancarlo Stanton getting his third injection shot and still feeling severe pain. I know you and Erica were talking about it, I think yesterday or the day before,
It was
and
yesterday.
about those injection shots. They take a little while to kind of settle and stuff like that, but he's still under severe pain. And from what they're saying, it was maybe a test to a swing adjustment last year. So it's just like the Yankees just are going through it right now, bro. And as fans, we're going through it, bro. I understand if Yankee fans are hitting that panic button because I'm kind of getting there. I'm like, bro, opening day is right around the corner, and we're dealing with this shit. It's just like, come on, man.
Yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks. I mean, this is a real test for the team now. It really is. Let's see.
Yeah, and if he's
You
glitching
know,
a little bit again.
with some of this going to be.
Can you hear me?
What's up?
Can you see me?
Oh,
Can you see? I think NFE's glitching a little bit again. Yeah. So it's just a
I
tough
got you.
situation that we're put in.
Just kind of from
Okay.
now.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
It's just
Yeah.
a tough situation that,
Yeah,
that
we're
we're
good.
put in as
We're
Yankee
good.
fans right now. Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead. What were we saying?
Yeah, but no, I was saying like this is going to be a test for the Yankees now. Whether
Mhm.
whether or not like some of these young guys are going to have to step up now. The players that the Yankees acquired, they're going to have to step up now. They have on paper. I mean, again, it still doesn't. They're still not good on paper right now because of all these injuries. So, let's see what these guys can do. Like Max Fried is going to be your ace now. He's going to be your ace of this rotation. John,
Absolutely.
Cody Bellinger is going to have to step up big now. With and be Aaron Judge's backup. Um, and then the revolving DH door. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be. There's not gonna be a set player, but there's gonna be guys that are gonna whoever's gonna be DHing. Those guys are gonna have to step up as well. So, um, I don't know, man. I don't think this is 2023. I think they're better than 2023, but it's similar vibes right now.
You talking about injury wise?
Yeah.
2024 is then because 2023 we had the injuries kind of mid season.
Well,
Aaron Judge was the
2023 they
biggest
had
one.
a
Yeah. 2024
yeah.
was the one that it feels like that same vibe. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously the injuries are happening very early on. And once again, it's with our ace Gerrit Cole, who's dealt with this 2 years in a row now. And that's a little bit cause for concern when you're dealing with that. Coming off, especially him coming off of Cy Young. Like he got a Cy Young, and then last year missed time and could be missing more time this year. And like Ken says, it's gonna have to be next man up. It's as simple as that. Because I don't think the Yankees are going to go out there and spend to be over that luxury tax. Like you said, it's going to be very costly from where we're at, and they've already been on the record at saying we're trying to get under. You know what I'm saying? We don't need a $300 million payroll. We don't need this, da da da. So I think they're trying to get under. But at this point in time, we're going to have to, this is an emergency situation. You know what I'm saying? If you want to start competing, I don't think, like I said, I think they're going to try to weather the storm and see how things work out, at least until the trade deadline, and determine what they're going to do from there. But it's a tough situation that we're in. And it sucks because opening day is just, every little injury is just sucking the life out of opening day just a little bit more. You're just like, bro, can we just enjoy some damn baseball?
Facts, man. Facts, bro. Like, yeah, I was looking forward to opening day. I'm still looking forward to
Oh,
opening
of
day. Don't
course.
get me wrong, man, because it's like it's baseball season. We've all been waiting for this moment. Because the off season for many of us, it's boring. Yes, we do watch other sports. We may watch other sports, but for me, it's just as far as like non-combat sports. I mean, it's just baseball is just that sport that I'm like, man, no baseball. It's so boring right now. And
That's not my boy, Savius. Savius
your
talking
boy
about
Warren.
my boy Warren. Now that's Li Yankee King's boy. I don't dislike Will Warren. He's had a great spring though.
That's his
But
boy
this
for sure.
definitely this is gonna be Will
Hmm.
Warren's opportunity to step up. And like I said, other guys are gonna have to step up. Stroman looked a lot better his last start than what he did before. You know what I'm saying? Max Fried is gonna have to carry the load, and it's a great thing that we end up getting a guy like Max Fried. Out of all these injuries, though, let me ask you something: Who are you most concerned for? Cole, Stanton, or Luis Hill? Like which one concerns you the most? Like, damn, like, because obviously they haven't ruled nobody out for the season yet. So
Right.
who concerns you the most?
I'm gonna say Cole, man.
Mm-hmm. Same.
I'm gonna say Cole because I feel like without Cole, that rotation is gonna be a little dicey, right? Without Giancarlo Stanton, it's like the Yankees have they have other options. It's not like they have the JD Davises and the Jemai Jones of the world. I feel like they got guys that can fill in that DH role, and those guys can step up. But with Luis Hill, it's concerning. It's definitely concerning. But this was a similar injury that Clark Schmidt had last season. But at least with Luis Hill, he has this injury now, and he's still able to join the team around June. So it's not like he's going to join the team after the All-Star break. I hope he can. He's not going to throw for 6 weeks, so hopefully he can heal up and um, get going because he'll definitely be needed. He will definitely be needed. In the rotation this season. So he'll have to, when he makes his comeback, he'll have to step up like he did in the first half of the season.
Yeah. Another thing that sucks too. Chase Hampton going down
Yeah.
because who knows if this could have been an opportunity to maybe bring him up, maybe see what he could have had to offer. Like Ken says, Schlitter. I have such a hard time.
Schlittler.
I have such a hard time. My brain doesn't compute his name because like I can compute Clark Schmidt. I know what that is because it's the SCH, but Schittler, like I throw curses out there when I try to say his name. And I'm not trying to offend the kid or nothing like that. But
Nah, of
yeah,
course.
it's like, Cam, I'm gonna call him Cam. I mean, this could be an opportunity for him. You know what I'm saying? Guys are gonna have to step up, and it's gonna have to be an opportunity for other guys to, I just don't like being put in this situation as a Yankee fan because we go into this year, high expectations. We're like, okay, cool. The starting rotation, solid. The back end of the bullpen, solid. A deeper lineup, and it's like, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden, you got to prepare for these type of things. Like you said, Batman, bro, you got to prepare for when these injuries happen, and we got to weather the storm. Um, we'll ultimately see what's going to happen. Hopefully, this is the last of it, and we don't have to have these conversations anymore. But yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah, one comment I did want to bring, I saw earlier, and I do apologize, I didn't bring it up,
Mm-hmm.
but it was from Cold Italian Pizza. You think when Cole opted out, you think they should have let him walk?
No, absolutely
Right.
not.
I
No.
would have said, my answer would be no too, because it's like he's still our ace. I mean, he still had a decent season last year. Even with some of the struggles, there was a little bit of struggles there, but you know, we wouldn't have who would have been able to predict that he would have gotten hurt right now, and he would have been seeking opinions on his elbow. Like, you can't, with injuries, you can't predict injuries like that's just it. You cannot predict injuries. With John Carlo, apparently it was because of different bat adjustments. That's why his elbows are messed up apparently. So that there was a report that came out a little bit earlier about that. But yeah, again, you can't predict injuries. These injuries, unfortunately, they're part of the game. They're part of every sport, and every team experiences it. I know a lot of folks are going to say, who cares about other teams? But I'm the only reason why I'm bringing that up is because a lot of folks are saying, "Oh, the Yankees, it's like they're such an injury-prone team." It's like every team is going through it. The Orioles right now, they're going through it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be missing a couple of their pitchers. So their season's a little bit in danger right now too, in a way. So it's concerning, man, because it's you're worried about the Red Sox, because they could easily take over the division, because they did make some good additions, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, they, like I said, they could win the AL East at this point. If things go really downhill for the Yankees during the season. But we'll have to wait and see, man. I don't see the Yankees making moves. I think they're gonna stay put and stand pat and stick with what they have. So, but yeah, the Gerrit Cole news. I mean, that one hit hard yesterday. Actually, when I read it,
give me your reaction as soon as you saw that text message from me. What was your first inclination? Like,
I thought it was a prank at first.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that. I'm not throwing that in the air. Nah.
Hey man, like you never know. But at first, man, it's just I was like, is this a joke? And I opened up the tweet and I was like, I looked at the date. I'm like, no way. I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, man, it was better. I mean, okay, they lost. They don't have Giancarlo. They don't have, they don't have Luis Hill. They got all these pitchers that are hurt right now too. I'm like, but Cole, seriously, like, are you all like, are we really like, is this really happening? But I don't know. I wouldn't be like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he's out for the season now. Like I really wouldn't be surprised if he has to get Tommy John.
I hope not. I don't want to throw around the TJ word.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't want to either, but
you got to prepare yourself for the worst. I mean,
yeah.
But it's just one of those things where, yeah, I mean, we're getting hit with it now. We're just going to have to. I keep having to say this thing. I have to weather the storm because Yankees aren't going to spend any more money. Dude, you heard the reports a couple weeks ago that they were like, Yankees are out of money. Who was throwing around that report?
Oh yeah, that was John Heyman.
Yeah, and I'm like, I text my nephew. I'm like, where did it go? Are we broke? Like, what is going on, man?
Yeah,
like,
if they were truly out of money, I don't think they would have ever offered Soto what they offered.
Yeah,
I mean,
obviously,
Yeah,
but that's just more or less saying they don't want to go out and spend more money. So don't expect. I don't expect the Yankees to be buyers at this point.
They're gonna wait till the deadline, probably.
Course. And realistically, it's a realistic possibility that if we're kind of in the middle of the road at deadline, they could be sellers. It's something that you have to take in consideration. If this team can't weather the storm, Yankees might sell some pieces. You never know. So hopefully that's not the case in a weaker AL. But it just sucks that coming off a World Series, we know our expectations were really high. And correct me if I'm wrong, didn't all this Luis Hill, Stanton, and Cole, didn't this happen within like a week?
Yeah, because Hill was what, last week when his injury news came out.
Yeah, I know you went live for it. I'm trying to look at your last live to see when you talked about.
Yeah, and Cole was obviously last night. Giancarlo Stanton was.
Well, we kind of knew from Giancarlo Stanton at least over a week, but then he got sent to New York this week and the shots and stuff like that. So this is just crazy.
Yeah, and real quick, folks, shout out to everybody in the chat. I know I didn't say what's up to everybody, but trust me, I do see you all. I see you all in the comments. I do appreciate it. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out. Make sure you all subscribe to the Ace Avenue too. Does a really good job on his channel with Yankee content and movies. He does movie content as well. So he is a movie buff. So make sure you all subscribe to the Ace Avenue. So I see everybody in here though. ELT in Japan, Davi, Ocean View Coffee Shop, Evan, Jason, I saw you earlier, bro. Jiggle Pants, what up? Jared, Jacob, Steve-O, Savius, Theo. So I see you all. Don't think I don't. I saw you all, but Ace and I are just very, very, very deep in this conversation right now with Cole and the rest of the injuries on this freaking team. And Cold Italian Pizza does say to us, NFE Ace after last season's elbow scare with Cole. That was the first red flag. Just saying. I mean, It's fair. It's fair. And I understood why Cold Italian Pizza was asking, would you guys have, moved on from Cole, after he opted out? Maybe it was a good idea. I mean, I understandable. I mean, they would have had saved that money, that salary, but then who are they going to go out and get? I mean, Matt, you would still have Max Fried, but then they would still have to get another starter at that point because Max Fried wasn't going to be enough. Yeah. Hindsight is 2020.
Because
Hindsight's 2020.
If we don't hear this news, there's no second guessing last year. I mean, it now becomes cause for concern because it's 2 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more concerning this year. Because it's like, damn, we just went through this shit last year. Like, and the timetable that he missed last year, it's kind of repeating itself. But now it's a lot later in spring training. So therefore, if we compare it to last year, we could expect him to be back later this year than last year. But it's just it's all cause for concern right now.
Yeah, and shout out to Dev and Old Sarge too, and shout out to Eric Claryov with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. And he says, "What do you expect from older pitchers?" Yeah, but some older pitchers, man. I mean, look at Justin Verlander, look at Max Scherzer. You know what I'm saying? Like they're in their 40s now, and they're still out there grinding. Maybe they don't have the power that they used to have, but even in their late 30s, they were still pitching at a pretty decent level, man. So every player is built a little different. I mean, yes, generally speaking, when players get older, yes, they do break down. It's unfortunate. It's just part of the game. It's like they say, father time never fails, right? It always catches up. So, every player is a little different. It sucks, but it's just part of the sport, part of the athlete's life, man. It stinks. And Old Sarge says, if Cole doesn't get surgery now, this will be the story every spring until July. Just get it over with so the team can make the moves they need to. Well, again, Old Sarge, I don't know that this team makes any moves. Like Ace and I were just talking about it. I mean, realistically, they should, but they're probably not going to. I think I think we're gonna have to wait till the deadline if the Yankees are gonna make any moves.
Yeah. Oh. Dude, this sucks. There's no way to sugarcoat it. This shit sucks.
It does. Yeah. I mean, again, part of me is saying I hope things get better with this. Not better, but I hope this team could still play well. But at the same time, I am concerned. I am a little bit worried. Or not a little bit. I'm definitely worried. But here's an opportunity again for some of these young guys to step up. After all, the last few years, or for several years, we kept talking about how the Yankees don't utilize their talents. They don't utilize their farm, and they don't give young guys an opportunity. So here's an opportunity for the young guys to step up, and I think there's time to shine and prove themselves. I mean, this could be a miraculous season, or it's going to be a disaster of a season. I mean, it's either going to be a Cinderella story, or it's just going to be an absolute nightmare. So, it's just going to, and the 2025 season is just going to haunt us. So, yeah, I don't know, folks. I mean, how's everybody else feeling? I mean, I should have put a poll out there. Maybe I could still do that, and people will vote.
I can imagine how everybody's feeling.
Oh, bro, you know what? I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna put out.
Ask them where their panic button's at. Like,
yeah,
where's that at? Like, it's understandable. It's understandable for Yankee fans, and it's understandable for Yankee fans to feel like this. Especially with spring training. We're right in the middle of spring training. Almost done with it. Regular season is at the end of this month, and it's cause for concern. But I'm gonna tell you this: it's a great thing that we ended up getting Max Fried. Because could you imagine if we went through this shit without Max Fried? Oh,
yo, dude, I'll tell you what, man. And this was something I kept saying in the off season with the addition of Soto or no Juan Soto, they had to get another pitcher in that rotation because I understand getting Juan Soto back, great, but they needed to add another arm. And I don't know that I don't know that the Yankees, if they did re-sign Soto, I don't know that they were going to acquire another starter. I truly don't believe that they would have.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think they would have went with what they had. And
I don't
Davi
know.
says, huh?
I think the Freed probably would have got done because they were kind of talking to him
True.
like right before Soto had signed. Like both parties had reached out to each other, and Max Fried was like, "I'm interested." So I think that they probably would have did it. It's that extra year that got it done. If signing Soto, I don't know if we would have got that extra year, and maybe he would have chose to go somewhere else. But it's all water under the bridge. I'm just glad that we were able to get him. But like I said, I'm just hoping for a speedy recovery from Luis Hill as well. Like, because that's my biggest thing is this: weathering the storm. I'm looking at the order of when we could possibly get guys back. Luis Hill will probably be first back, depending on how significant Giancarlo Stanton's is.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, if he doesn't have surgery, maybe we'll get him back before the postseason, and maybe we'll get, Gerrit Cole back by July. Maybe. Could we weather that storm? Possibly. But like I said, that May and June schedule, dude, is brutal, bro. It really is. Like, going into the season, me and you talked about it. I said, I got the Yankees, fully healthy, 97 wins. With all these injuries, dude, I'm going to be honest, I don't think we hit 80.
Oh man, you don't think we hit 80 wins, huh?
Not with how shit is going down now. Maybe 85 is what I was texting. I think I texted you and Max. I was like, I could see us maybe at 85 because those Cole starts are significant. Giancarlo Stanton is a big piece. I hope I'm wrong, but this team is not the same if we're getting hit with these injury bugs left and right. But it's an opportunity for other kids to step up. But we're gonna have to wait and see what this team is. Usually, who a team is by about Memorial Day. And we're gonna see if the Yankees rise to the occasion. I hope that they're a team that overcomes adversity and is able to rise to the occasion. Then when we get these guys back, then we're able to make a tremendous run at it. So, fingers crossed. You there?
Yeah. No. No.
I see you
Absolutely,
moving. I
man.
was like,
So
you're just in deep thought. I
yeah,
see you.
yeah. No, I'm in deep thought, bro. I'm in deep thought.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like processing everything that's going on and processing everything you're saying. So I'm just trying to think, man. I'm just trying to think. And Davi's specifically asking you, the ace, what if Warren gives us Hill numbers? I'll take
Great.
it. Yeah,
I'll take
great.
that in a heartbeat, dude. I'll take. At this point in time, Will Warren's our fifth starter.
Yeah.
I'll take whatever I can get from that, especially, considering the year he had last year where I just thought, he wasn't ready, but he has shown a lot this spring training and he's looked very good. But from the fifth spot, I'll take whatever we can get from Will Warren. Just keep us in the game, keep the scoring low, stuff like that. And then, give us an opportunity to win, especially from that fifth spot. But it's going to be a lot of pressure on guys like Clark Schmidt and Marcus Stroman because they're the middle of our rotation. Stroman, talked a big game. Now it's your turn. Now it's your opportunity to step up. The baseball gods have given you an opportunity. You said you're a starter. You've gotten an opportunity here. A guy like Clark Schmidt is going to be leaned heavily on because now he becomes our third or maybe fourth starter. Stroman, Carlos Rodon goes back to our two. We're going two lefties out the gate. Max Fried, Carlos Rodon. Rodon's look kind of shaky in this spring training. So he would have been a great 3 or 4. Back at number 2, I'm kind of a little bit iffy. You know what I'm saying? If we were to start a playoff series and we got Carlos Rodon on the bump game 2, I'm not as confident as I would be Max Fried game 2.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I when they acquired Max Fried, I just liked the fact that they had him in that number 2, that he was going to be the number 2. Rodon was going to be number 3. Not the case now, Yeah, Cole. So, we already know Cole's not going to be there on opening day. Worst case scenario, he's going to miss some time. Or he's going to miss the season. Like, there's no there. It's either one. It's two of those options.
Yeah.
And so far as votes go, let's see here. I got 20 votes so far, and looks like 55% of the people are saying that the Yankee season is not in jeopardy. So 55% of the folks that are saying that
that is not in jeopardy.
they still believe.
Oh, okay.
Again, you. All right, I'm back.
Yeah, well, we got to wait to see how it plays out realistically. I mean, it's okay to hit the panic button, but we haven't even played ball games yet. We're gonna have to wait and see how it unfolds ultimately. I'm not saying the season's over. Those words did not come out of my mouth, and until the Yankees are actually out of it, those words will not come out of my mouth. We just got to see how it plays out. Other guys gonna have to step up. It's as simple as that. Like I said, I'm more concerned with Cole's injury than I am with Giancarlo Stanton because at least you can replace a bat. You can't replace a top line starting pitcher as easily as you think.
Yeah, and I don't think. Yeah, I don't think the season's over. Like I'm not that those words haven't come out of my mouth either. I'm not going to say that the season's over, but I am worried. So I think there is issues with this team. Clearly, it's just a matter of how they're gonna overcome it. So, again, this is going to be a big test. This is going to be a big test. Let's it's next man up. So whoever's going to step up is being called to step up. They're going to have to step up big. They're going to have to step up big, and it's 162 games. It's going to be a long season, but long season meaning there's going to be a lot of games being played. So we can only hope. We could hope for the best, man. At this point. Again, injuries are part of the game. You can't predict injuries. Injuries can happen at any given time.
To anyone as well.
What was that? Say it again.
No, I'm saying to anyone as well. It's not just the injury bugs aren't just affecting the Yankees. Everybody's kind of going through it as well.
Can you hear me?
It just sucks. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
And if he's a little bit frozen right now, but yeah, I mean everybody goes through it, and it's just we gotta just like I continue to say, we gotta weather the storm. Somebody's got to step up. It's just unfortunate, because like coming off a World Series, you want your best team out there. You want to see if you can get another shot at it. Hopefully, like I said, other guys can do their part, and when these guys and if these guys end up coming back, we'll see. But like I said, I am extremely worried about Gerrit Cole because it's the second time, and the TJ word gets thrown out there, and then he's done. And if the TJ word gets thrown out there, then you definitely have to make a move for another starting pitcher. The luxury tax be damned. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. So I don't know. Hopefully I'm sure we'll hear from Aaron Boone, at some point. If today, tomorrow, I'm sure he's gonna speak on obviously Cole's injury, potential injury, and then he's gonna hear. We're probably gonna hear. Hopefully, we hear from Brian Cashman again within the next week and see what he says. I know he came out a few days ago and talked about the team, and I know Joel Sherman was saying that the Yankees are not sold on who they have for third base, and they're gonna go out there and trade for someone, but Brian Cashman came out and said that they're going to go with either they're going to go with either Peraza or Cabrera. So I think they might platoon those guys for all we know. So we'll see, man.
Yeah. Steve O says I need more pink LEDs. This isn't my place. This is a picture. So, but yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah, I kept thinking it was your place. Huh?
Yeah, I'm glad. No, I'm saying I'm glad it looks like that, but no, that's just a picture. That's just a
I kept thinking that was your place.
Yeah, everybody knows I use green screen. So there we go. There we go. Much better.
Sure. Yeah, you just switched it up again, so now you got the
there you go. Backdrop. I just it's like purplish pink. It's a very soothing color. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see, man. Buckle up, Yankee fans, because it's going to be this. I actually like this backdrop a lot. This one, because purple's my favorite color, so I actually like this one.
That one's pretty dope. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a long season, Yankee fans. I mean, the season hasn't even started yet. Cross your fingers, and hopefully this is the last. Guys are gonna have to step up. We're gonna have to expect a big year from Aaron Judge. Austin Wells is gonna have to step up. Max Fried. Hopefully Luis Hill comes back. Hopefully Carlos Rodon has a great year. It's just like it's a bunch of question marks now, and it's only getting worse. So we're gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, nothing we could do about it now, folks. I mean, either we cheer on this team or you don't. Yeah, as far as like, you need to root, you need to stand by your team and root for your team at all times, even if they're doing bad. It's hard to root for a team if they are playing bad. No doubt. And shout out to Erica and Gusto. And Erica says, "What up? We were spiraling. Hold on and enjoy the ride." Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
And
Yeah, enjoy it.
Just hope we don't fall off that MFR, because yeah, this shit sucks. I mean, but what can you do? It's alarming.
Yeah,
it
for
really
sure.
is.
So, yeah, buckle up, folks. 19 days away from opening day, so it's coming up quick. It's coming up quick. Before you know it, it'll be here. But one way or another, I'm still looking forward to the season. Looking forward to it because we've all been waiting for this day. Like I said earlier, we can only hope for the best. Let's just see what happens. There's really no other words, man. I mean,
well, I got two. Go Yankees. So
go Yankees. There you go. Go Yankees. But and Erica said, this is baseball nowadays. A lot of teams have
been a little bit here.
Hit with dressing these guys. Facts, Erica. I mean, you're absolutely right. So you're not wrong there.
Read that again. I don't think anybody got that comment because you were clinching hard on that one. Yeah, read it again.
Here, I'll pull it up too. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
We good?
Mm-hmm.
Golly, bro. StreamYard. Get it together, bro. StreamYard. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, right? And we pay for this shit.
Yeah. Get it together, StreamYard. You're gonna get it. That's it. I'm sending an email after the show. You're all gonna hear it from me.
Anything can happen on a live stream. That's why you got to be flexible, man. You just never know, bro.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, she was saying this is baseball nowadays. A lot of teams have been hit with drastic losses, season over season. Guys just need to step up and make a name for themselves. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what we've been talking about.
Who's the biggest guy that needs to step up? Give me a bat and a pitcher.
A bat and a pitcher? I mean...
Also, chat, give me the same thing. Who's the biggest guy that needs to step up initially? Like, right out the gate, I'm talking about.
Right out the gate. So, time for Will Warren. Let's see what you're made of. You're highly touted. You've been talked about. A lot of folks wanted you in the rotation, instead of Marcus Stroman. So, time for you to step up. Bat-wise, Volpe. Plain and simple. Volpe. I've been on him this whole offseason.
Oh, you're not the only one.
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah, his bat needs to step up, man.
Yeah,
his bat needs to step up. And let's see what folks are saying. Erica's saying Rodon, Juice Man saying Volpe. Erica's also saying Cody Bellinger, Mark Gates, Dominguez, and Warren. Erica's also saying Dominguez. I mean, yeah, these guys. I mean, they're not wrong. I think Cody Bellinger will step up. I think he's going to be fine. The fact that he wanted to play for the Yankees, just like his dad did. I think it's a motivator for him. But I'm with Savius. I think Carlos Rodon. He certainly. I think he's a big one. But you know what? In 2000 last season, he had a much better season. Yeah, he had his hiccups. But
he was also healthier going in.
He was definitely healthier going in.
The back was definitely an issue, and the adjustment stuff like that. So we might be getting bearded Carlos Rodon back. That's a different monster right there. So we might be good with that. But as far as me, I'm looking for. I'm not going to say Will Warren needs to step up. I just think he needs to play a part, because asking a guy that's young and a rookie like that to step up is like like crazy, like, hey, you need to take over for Gerrit Cole. Like, that's a little bit unrealistic. I'm looking for him to take like the Clark Smith spot, and Clark Smith to step up a little bit, and Stroman to step up, and the other guys that were paying a lot of money, like a Rodon, to step up. On the bat wise, I'm looking for a guy like Austin Wells to step up. Like, I'm not saying he's slouch. Don't get it twisted, but I'm looking for him to take that next step to be able to carry a team. But so far, so good in this spring training. I've loved what I've seen out of Austin Wells. Austin Wells has looked phenomenal. Like, guys like Volpe have to step up a full year of Jazz, but Austin Wells, especially in that leadoff spot, man, has been doing damage. I don't know if that's the spot for him, bro, but he's been doing some damage off that leadoff spot. So, yeah, guys, are going to have to step up, but it's easier to replace a bat like Stanton than it is to find a top of the line front end pitcher like Gerrit Cole, but the Yankees are going to have to figure it out. Hopefully it's not, at the end of the day, hopefully these injuries aren't season ending, and we can weather the storm until the playoffs start. You hear me?
Yeah. If Cole's going to be out for a few months, yeah, I can hear you. We're good.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm just, again, StreamYard being StreamYard right now.
It's hard to tell if you're in deep thought because
StreamYard's just being StreamYard.
It's hard to tell if it's StreamYard or you're in deep thought because you're just like freezing thinking. I'm like, he's in
maybe if I could time the freezing, maybe I'll just go right here and I'll be a perfect picture.
You just do this right here, like. Or the head scratcher, like, that's a good question, Ace. Like,
oh man, yeah, or just, yeah, looking all philosophical,
Right?
Oh, StreamYard, you're gonna hear it from me later. I hope you all are watching the stream too.
Yeah. And if he's frozen, Erica says we can survive with Fried and Rodon as a 1-2 if Rodon could step up another level from last season. I agree with that. Back in rotation guys will have good and bad starts. Absolutely, that's okay. Those guys where Cody steps in and is the guy behind Judge. Yeah, I'm excited about Cody Bellinger potentially hitting behind Aaron Judge this year. Cody Bellinger is another one that's had a great. That's also had a great. Go ahead. If you got to refresh, you got to do what you got to do. Cody Bellinger is another one that's had a great spring training as well. And those two lefty bats in Yankee Stadium, especially if you bat them in between Aaron Judge, like, I'm not saying that Wells should be the leadoff guy, but I'm not against it having that lefty, righty, lefty on top of that. And then if you do get a guy like Giancarlo Stanton back, you could be looking at a deadly top four. Ken says it's not the router, Ken. It's StreamYard runs off the internet. It has nothing to do with it. I mean, StreamYard is buggy regardless of if he was to reset the router or not. But if he resets the router, it's going to be a minute before it gets back up. Dominguez just needs to show that he walks the walk because that resolve worries, a line of worries. Yeah, I mean, Jason Dominguez is going to have to step up. Bat-wise, like I said, I'm confident in a guy like Jason Dominguez to get it done defensively. I think he'll be okay. But, yeah, Yankees got some problems here. We're going to have to figure it out.
Yeah, you know what, man, I'm still gonna, all we can do, again, at this point, all we can do is just hope for the best. All we can do is hope for the best. I'm not saying that the season's over. I'm not saying that. Am I worried? I am worried. I am definitely worried. It's definitely, there's definitely things to be worried about with this team right now, with all these injuries. So, yeah, man.
Michael says, Cashman didn't do nearly enough to improve the offense after they lost Soto. You can't these days build a team based on pitching. I disagree.
Pitching wins games.
I disagree.
100%.
You can hit your way to the playoffs, but you pitch your way to a championship. I disagree with that one.
Yeah.
Especially in the playoffs, good pitching will always beat good hitting.
Yeah, pitching wins championships.
If he had that, you were glitching with the head nod, so it made it look like a real slow head nod where you're just like, yeah, that's a great point.
Oh, StreamYard.
We're just having ourselves a good time today, but that shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
Ken says, bring back Verdugo. Hell no. Hell to the no. I'm good.
Yeah. But, yeah, Verdugo, yeah, right. But, yeah, no, pitching does win championships. Just like defense wins championships in the NFL. You could have a good offense, but defense wins championships in the NFL. Pitching wins championships in baseball. And, to say that Cashman didn't do nearly enough to improve the offense, I mean, they made some upgrades offensively, but their main goal was improving the defense, because that's where the Yankees truly lacked last season, was defense. And yes, you're not going to be able to replace Soto's production, no doubt, but you could still add names that are going to contribute to that to the lineup. So, and the Yankees have, they still have players in that lineup that could hit. They on paper it looks good. They just need to show it on the field.
Yeah. Buckle up,
folks. Yeah, buckle up. But that's what we got. But I appreciate everybody's patience while StreamYard was being StreamYard. Ace, I appreciate you jumping on and backing me up, man.
No problem.
Yeah, this is insane, man. The last couple of days. Like I said, they need to get it together. Now, as far as today's game, they're playing against the Astros later tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be a 6:05 game, I think. I don't know if that game is being televised, but if you all are able to watch it, go tune in. It's not televised? Okay, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
So it won't be televised. But I will not be doing a pregame or anything like that. And I won't obviously no play-by-play clearly. So, but if you have a way to watch the game, or if you can, even if you follow it on your phone, I'd say go and do that. Carrasco's on the mound today. That much I do know.
That's a guy that can eat up some innings. That's going to have an opportunity to at least be because now you got to realize, I don't know, like Will Warren, Carlos Carrasco. I mean, it could be an opportunity for them to get spot starts here and there. Maybe share that time. We're just assuming that the Yankees would go with Will Warren out the gate, but maybe this is exactly why they brought in a Carlos Carrasco. To actually eat up some significant innings, because now we need him. That's why pitching depth is important.
Yeah, well, I think right now, Carrasco's sixth man in the rotation on the depth chart. So, he could be the sixth guy, and he could be the guy that could spot start. Or if another, God forbid, I hate to say it, but if another injury goes down, then he's going to
knock on some wood, bro.
I'm just being realistic. I'm not trying to be negative, man. I'm not trying to put negative vibes out there, but just trying to be realistic about this crap. It sucks, man. I wish we weren't talking about this right now. I wish I didn't have to go live for this.
I'm gonna give you the same treatment I give Max. If we get breaking news, somebody else goes down, that one's on you for not knocking on wood.
Oh, please.
I already joke around with Max saying that he's got the Max coverage Gerrit Cole curse, and the last start, Max is calling the game, and then Gerrit Cole goes down, and I'm just like, my guy, like, bro. But obviously, it's all fun and games. But it's just it sucks when we're put in a situation like this. But yeah, we're gonna have to step up. Other guys gonna step up. But I'm gonna tell you this: if the season does start going, because it's a possibility that the season might not go, might go the way that it's kind of trending. Where if it starts going down the shitter, then at what point in time do you just say, "Yo, bring the kids up"? I want to see everybody. I want to see Spencer Jones up here. I want to see George Lombard Jr. up here. Might as well. You got to give the fans something.
Might as well bring up Arias too while we're at it. And Ronnie's in the building. What up, Ronnie? He says bailing before game one. I'm not bailing. I'm just worried. Other fans are probably bailing. They're ready to. They've already lost their minds. But whatever. I'm just gonna go about it differently. But yeah.
Fireside Yankees just reported this. They were a great channel as well. Brian Cashman is on the hunt for a right-handed bat, according to Bill Madden. Neither J.D. Martinez nor Nolan Arenado are being heavily considered.
Being considered, I mean...
Neither of them are being considered. So the Yankees are looking for a right-handed bat, but not J.D. Martinez or Nolan Arenado.
I'm not surprised. I mean, Arenado was already water under the bridge. I stopped caring about the Arenado thing. JD Martinez, I know they had some contact with him, but I don't know that they're not going to reach a deal with him. So why which right-handed bat? I don't know, man. I don't know who they're gonna go after. I'm sure they have some names in mind. And
that to me makes me think that they're trying to hunker down and prepare for the worst with Giancarlo Stanton. If you're trying to get yourself another right-handed bat like that, yeah, we could be in for it. Max Coverage is in the building.
What up, Max? What up, Max? What's going on, bro? That's our redheaded brother.
Yeah, he was the one that was adopted by our parents. Yeah.
Yeah, he's our adopted brother. But we love him, man. We love you, Max. We do love you. But yeah, sounds like they're trying to go after someone, whoever that may be. I don't know who that is. That is, but
for all the people that were saying JD Martinez, well, you can probably count that out. A lot of people in the chat were saying the same thing. Max thinks Stanton's done for the year, dude. We might.
Max, it wouldn't surprise me, man.
At this point, it wouldn't surprise, especially with how the Yankees are with injuries, dude. They sugarcoat these injuries as much as they can. Like, how many times do we see it? Like, oh yeah, this guy's gonna be fine. Yeah, Then all of a sudden, a couple weeks later, out for the season. Like, bro, like. Also, another guy that could possibly step up right-handed bat, Everson Pereira. They said that they wanted to DH him initially. This could be his opportunity. Virtual hug sent to Grace's way. She needs it.
Grace Monroe. Oh, shout out to Grace. Long time no see. Bro, she needs a hug. I'll send you one of the air ones. I'm not in Texas, so. But yeah, shout out to Grace. What up, Grace? Good to see you. But yeah, I think a lot of fans need hugs right now. Oh man, Grace got good timing, and if he needs a hug, I never turn one down. I'm just saying, but I'll be all right. I'm in a blessed month right now, so I'm good. And she's saying she's sending a big Texas-sized hug to y'all. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Shout outs to Grace Monroe, too. They do a great job over there in Uptown Sports. Her, Hector, Damien, phenomenal job. They are amazing. Make sure you guys subscribe to them as well. But, yeah, obviously, we know what state Grace is in as far as she needs a hug. A lot of Yankee fans are kind of like that as well. It's just like, yeah, we're going through it right now. But there's nothing we could do but kind of just weather the storm. Like, other guys got to step up. Grace, I do want a Grace's opinion. Who do you think, because I asked this question earlier in the chat, who's the two guys, give me a hitter and pitcher that need to step up significantly, like early in the season for our New York Yankees? Also, if you didn't answer, I would love to know. Also, Max, you too. So let us know in the comment section. You there, or are you frozen again? You're frozen again.
Oh, Max, didn't get any ideas, right?
we didn't hear. Bro, you're laughing to yourself. We didn't hear after you said it was frozen.
Oh, I said Max, don't get any ideas.
Oh, well, maybe Max wants a hug too. So go down to Florida and give him one.
Bro, after this season, I think a lot of people are gonna have to seek therapy.
No, we might need something strong in our drinks after this season with how this spring training is started. Like, we might need more than a hug, but yeah. So.
Yeah, Ronnie's saying baseball season's over. Might as well concentrate on your wedding. Yeah,
it's not over.
Yeah, but that poll that I did put out, yeah, there's almost 40 votes, and yeah, now people are saying that the season's in jeopardy. So 59% of the people. Oh, watch some great UFC. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, I'm mainly looking forward, obviously, to the co-main and main event for that one there, Max. that main event's going to be very interesting. So here's Grace's response to you.
Yeah, she expects Wells to have a big year, but if Volpe contributed offensively, it would be huge. Belly is great. Judge is great. Martian is a rook with a ton of potential. Ben Rice could be a dark horse hitter. I agree with everything she said. I've been saying that I wouldn't mind if they platoon DH spot, that DH spot with Wells and Rice. That'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ben Rice has looked good as well this year, this spring training, and so is Austin Wells. But the Yankees are in on a right-handed bat, from what some of the reports are saying right now. Who would that be? I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, we'll find out soon enough. We'll find out soon enough. But yeah, man. Yeah, and Ronnie's saying they still win the AL. So Ronnie's got high hopes, man. Ronnie's got high hopes.
Mr. Controversy and Mr. Optimistic. I like it.
Yeah, I don't know how you become both at the same time, but that's a pretty good combo. And Jay, let's see. Yeah, so Cole, Steve-O was saying, Cole said imaging of his elbow has been distributed and is seeking second opinions. Yeah, I know we know he's seeking. Yeah, I know he's seeking second opinions. So hopefully, hopefully it's better. Or hopefully he gets better opinions. But I don't know, man. And then Jay Snow was saying you knew injuries were going to hit this rotation. Didn't think it would be Cole, but I've said it from the start of the lineup is too weak to carry this team. Yeah, but again, who would have thought that the Yankees were going to face this problem? We couldn't. None of us could have predicted that, though. I mean, going into the season, they had one of the best pitching staffs in the league. So. I know.
Just look. There was a great philosopher that once said, "Here we go again, same old shit, just a different day." It's DMX. So it's just what can you do? It's just you got it. We got to go through it, man. And it just seems like it's always something, with the New York Yankees. But hopefully they're able to withstand this, because this is this could be some two big blows. Like I said, it's coming to two guys that are getting paid significant amount of our payroll that could be on the shelf. So we'll see.
Yeah, and shoot, Grace. Oh God, she brought up some bad news. She's like, we still have one of the best bullpens. Get ready for Boone to word them out.
Oh,
I mean, they're going to be heavily used. Yeah.
Yep. Boone can't wait to get to that fifth inning. He's like, all right, fifth inning. Starter only has 20
they're
pitches.
They're going to be heavily used, though. I mean, they're no doubt there.
Also, like I said, for those that are tuning in, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, for those that are tuning in, and if he's having we appreciate you guys for being patient to stream, and if he's having internet issues over there, so that's why we're kind of like overlapping, because when he's freezing, he can't really hear us, but we do appreciate everybody's patience. You guys have been the best. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to my guy NFE at the Strike Zone.
Yeah, I do appreciate it. Make sure you guys subscribe to all the content creators that are out there. Obviously, Grace and Hector over there at Uptown, Ace, Max, Ken's in the building. Jason was in the building earlier. The boys over there, Pinstripe Chronicles, Joey from The Shift, all those guys. Let's go out there and support them, because, they definitely deserve it. They work hard. It's not always easy doing this stuff. Clearly, as you can see with this, with all this glitching crap. So, yeah, Max, I know you're dealing with tech issues too, bro. I know Max was dealing with tech issues, but it's frustrating. It is frustrating as hell. And yeah, Grace, we're all a family here. You know it.
Yeah, that's right. I
know
agree.
it. But I will some final words.
You glitched out. Say it again.
Did you hear? Glitched
No,
out. Oh
not
my
a
god.
word.
I'm probably gonna start. I'm probably gonna wrap it up here though. But unless if you have like some final words.
Yeah, of course. What are you eating? I mean, we can't end the stream without asking what
Oh
everybody's
man.
eating. I mean, you know, I might go get
Well,
myself
I don't
some.
know what I'm eating. I'm
Actually,
not hungry.
I got a movie to see at 7 o'clock, so I'll probably get some theater food tonight. So
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna eat right now, so I'm not really hungry. So, but as far as food goes, I mean, yeah, what is everybody eating? I know. Grace has got to be cooking up some barbecue down there in Texas. Come on, Grace. Tell us you're cooking up some barbecue. Max, I mean, what's Max into? What food does Max like? Well, what's Max's type of favorite food?
Max could cook now, so
Spinning
don't get it
mantis.
twisted.
Huh?
Max could cook now. Max could. I
Oh,
hear
okay.
Max can throw down in the kitchen, so he might be cooking
All
himself
right.
up something good tonight.
Good. Yeah, yeah. We got Jonathan in the building. What's up, man? How's it going? But yeah, what is everybody doing for food?
Grace says she made beef roast
Oh,
last night.
okay. Grace made a beef roast last night tonight. Nice. All right.
This is so hilarious.
Cool, cool. Oh, this whole thing, yeah, this whole stream's been funny, man. So whatever.
You
I
got to
mean,
roll with the punches, man. Just like the Yankees got to
yeah,
do. You got
yeah,
to roll with the punches, man. When life throws a curveball at you, you got to knock that son of a bitch out the park, man. It's as simple as that, bro. So
yeah. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Beef roast over spaghetti. It's called. I can't pronounce that word. I don't want to butcher it. And she says it's a southern thing. I'm like, okay,
sounds good.
yeah, beef roast over spaghetti. Interesting, interesting.
What about you? What are you eating? I know you said it's early, but what are you eating? What's your next meal
I don't know
besides
what
my
I'm
dinner?
eating yet, so I'll
Hmm.
worry. I'm gonna worry about that later.
Yeah.
Yeah, pronounced dobe. Okay, dobe. That's what I was thinking. I was like, is it dobe? So
Cool. That sounds good.
and spinning man threw 20 pitches in a sim game this morning and played 3 in the outfield and 3 at second base. Okay. Gonna make some sweet and sour chicken ASAP. Nice.
Yeah, I had some
Got
Chinese
some
last night.
sweet and sour
So
chicken. Huh?
yeah, I had some
You had
Chinese
Chinese
last
food,
night.
right?
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know you had Chinese food. But yeah,
It's just so funny because
I know
like
there's a lot of delays
when
right
you're
now.
glitching out, when we're talking at the same,
Oh
like
my
when you're
god.
glitching, right? I'm like, let me talk, and then like I'll say something, and your words will come in after I say it. But then when you're not glitching, we're both just like, mm-hmm. Just staring at each other.
We're over here thinking about food.
Yeah, it's just StreamYard, man, has been on one today. This shit has been hilarious, and I
Yeah, it was on
appreciate
one
you for
yesterday
having me
too.
on, man. Yeah, it's just been
Yeah, yeah, anytime, anytime. And Ray saying homemade steak subs. That sounds amazing. ELT in Japan saying spaghetti Napolitan, which is a Japanese version of spaghetti. Okay. Um, Max, I don't know if it's my internet or if it's StreamYard because I haven't had this issue. I mean, I know StreamYard has its issues, and for the most part, it should be my internet,
yeah. I think
dude.
it's StreamYard because
It, it, it should.
are you seeing like on the top where it
It's
says
got to be
live?
StreamYard. At the street the issue.
Yeah, it's got to be StreamYard. Are you seeing? Okay, he's
Yeah,
back. Are you seeing like on the top where it says live? Is it like showing the Wi-Fi kicking in, but at a very low bar?
I just saw that a minute ago, and
It's
I was
StreamYard then. Yeah, StreamYard's having a hard time
it
accessing the connection pretty much.
yeah,
So
it did go away.
yeah, that's what happens. It's a StreamYard thing. So
Yeah, and I'm like checking my box here. So,
yeah,
but yeah, either way, I'll probably wrap it up though, man. I'm gonna wrap it up here. But no,
Cool.
I do appreciate everybody coming on. I do appreciate Ace coming on with me and entertaining us here. So with Yankee stuff, and thank you StreamYard for making this a great time too. StreamYard, you are the best. Thank you. So I hope you all are watching this, and you all need to get it together. And everybody in the chat, thank you all so much for tuning in. Oh, there's so many folks tuned in. I mean, between X and YouTube, I have over 100 people. So thank you all so much. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Ace Avenue. Make sure you all subscribe to all the content creators out there, and give them your support. They truly deserve it. Go enjoy the game tonight if you're able to watch it. Enjoy your weekend. All right, make the best of it. Don't let the Yankees news bring you down. Go out there and touch some grass. So enjoy the weekend. Warmer days are ahead. Don't forget to change your clocks. We're going an hour ahead. Daylight savings time tomorrow. Right. So that means more daylight. So maybe that'll bring some happiness to people's lives. With all this bad Yankees news, what do you think?
Jumping ahead sucks. I'd rather fall back and get that extra hour. But
no doubt.
Losing the hour stinks. But yeah, it's always good to get that extra daytime, man. Got to get that. You got to get that. Go out, play. Like you said, touch some grass. I was gonna say, get the vitamin D AO. Just throwing an AO out there for anybody that takes that the wrong way. You gotta, I was thinking about it in my head. I'm like, do I want to say it? But you need to get it from the sun. So, AO. But appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you. But thank you all for coming on. I'm going to wrap it up here. Let's go Yankees. And we'll see you all next time. Peace.